first, impulse will never work. It will leave you locked up, or even worse, your face on the front of a damn t-shirt. So stay calm, use your brain before you react, cause when you cross that wrong line, ain't no coming back. Logic over impulse.
Welcome. You're now tuned in to the realest podcast in the world, Logic Over Impulse, with my big bro. Let her know who you is, big dog.
Yeah, what's up? This Shannon. With like the new co-host.
Yeah. First and foremost, shout out to everybody who like, share, don't like, all that shit, man. We appreciate y'all. And shout out to my homegirl that gave me this topic tonight. Round of applause for her. So, tonight's topic, this is, what it is, Man Mental Health Month. Ain't that what it is, or the week, or what the fuck it is? I don't know. It's the month of the week. Anyways, tonight's topic is about a man's mental health. Because in this society, it's almost like people don't really give us, or they don't really have a soft spot for us when it comes to emotions and feelings, just for the simple fact that we a fucking man. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of men out here that don't have a safe space, a safe place to really express themselves, or let somebody know that they ain't not well, or mentally they fucked up. But we got a lot of obstacles, a lot of wars that ain't seen. But we was raised and taught to just suck it up. You know what I'm saying? And then when we get with then when you have the wrong woman, right, or partner, uh, they make it fucking worse. So now it's another battle that you have to go through. And if you say something, then they call you sassy, or you too emotional, and this, that, and the third. So a lot of men just go day to day without even addressing the issue, or you know what I'm saying, or even um, being able to deal with it. And if you ain't right mentally, then you ain't gonna be right physically, or spiritually, or emotionally. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna highlight that tonight. Shout out to all my homies. Anybody that's going through that shit and just need somebody to vent, don't call me, call Shanna. He'll listen to you. I'm just bullshit. All jokes aside, I'm just bullshit. So you got the flow, bit, bro. Go ahead. Elaborate on that situation.
Yeah, man. Me being a coach and a mentor for the number of years, and law enforcement that I've worked. That goes from day one. We always tell little boy, don't whine. Uh, like you said, suck it up. Don't be a wussy or whatever. With that being said, you grow up with that in you. So when stuff happened to you, was it bad relationships, death, or stuff like that, you just think about what you were taught, and just to deal with it and keep moving, and kind of suppress that down without any help. And as black men, we rarely will seek professional help when stuff go on in their life. You just kind of move it on and keep pushing when you really need some help, mental health. But we don't do it as a black community because we think something's wrong with that. Because we were taught as young kids to suck it up when we fall on a bicycle, get up, don't cry, stuff like that. So that being said, man, um, we just taught at an early age to suppress, uh, and what happens, it creates mental issues when you get older.
Right, and it create a build up as well. So again, just say, like you said, at a young age, All he was taught is don't whine, shut up, you're a crybaby, you're too emotional. And it's coming from women, right? It's coming from your mother or your, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the reality of it, even your father, you know what I'm saying? Just cousins, everybody, the whole family. And then you like 30 some years old, and now you don't even know how to fucking handle or channel your emotions, and then you snap, right? Because now you are comfortable with getting mistreated verbally. You know what I'm saying? So just say you got a little lady and she nagging and hollering at you, la 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 la. Then you go to work, the boss hollering, yelling at you, la la la. You know what I'm saying? Then when you try to get space, it's almost like this. It's like you don't get a chance to take a mental break. You don't get a chance because they depend on you. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you're a robot. You know what I'm saying? You don't even get a chance to have no goddamn feelings. Cause every time you try to say something or try to express your emotions, they tell you that, hey, shut up, man, you whining. And now the new shit is, oh, you sassy. You know what I'm saying? Like they turning everything into they turning a man having emotion into something feminine. You know what I'm saying? And that shit ain't fair or true, right? So when you do have the ability to express yourself, nobody listening. Nobody really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
But a woman, they can.
that goes back to what you're saying. You become unemotional, and without having emotion, man, it definitely can lead to a mental breakdown. Because you, like I
Oh
said,
yeah,
suppressed all these things over the years. Like I said, death, uh, parents, loved ones. Um, so now you're
losing a
stuck
job.
with with being don't want to be labeled. So you kind of suppress it, keep pushing the best you can, with all that build up in you, and then something simple happens, and then the person snaps, and then
Right.
first thing it said, why he snapped, don't know it was a lifetime of he's 35, 40 years old, is a lifetime of trauma that's built up because he's been taught not to show emotion, and that's become
And then
a mental issue.
most definitely, but at the same time, uh, if you express yourself to your to the wrong partner, right? All they're gonna do is hold it against your ass when they get mad, right? So now you putting ammunition in their gun, cause again, nobody really have empathy or sympathy for a man that's going through something. Like you can't. It's almost like uh somebody had asked me like, why you don't never discuss your problem to me? Cause I'm too busy focusing on yours. And my problems already they don't compare to yours. They small compared to yours, right? Cause again, if I do, oh man, you whining, man. You need to come on now. Come on, you soft. You too emotional. So why the fuck I'm gonna keep? Why you think I'm gonna talk to a person that I might, if I'm already mentally drained or mentally depressed or whatever the fuck, you think I want to hear a person add on to that? And again, we don't have a platform and we don't have a safe place. That's why I created the podcast. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's for unity with the man and the woman to get us a better understanding of each other. But at the same time, I know a lot of homeboys that instead of expressing themselves, they're shut down. And again, that's another form of suppressing, right? But then if you try to talk to your significant other, she ain't trying to hear that shit because she has been taught too. A man don't supposed to complain. A man don't supposed to be whining. Don't get no whining ass man. He's supposed to just deal with whatever the fuck they dish at you. Long as he got money, you know what I'm saying. Long as you spending the money, that's all they give a fuck about. And it is rare to find a nurturing woman in these days and time. Like they more career driven and always talking about fucking money. That's one of the biggest thing I hate. I hate to hear a woman just I need more money. We need money, 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 money. But then you witness people with a lot of money miserable as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So again, it ain't it, it they say life ain't fair. okay, whatever. But we don't have the room to fall apart. When we fall apart, motherfucker howl at. But as a man, if your woman fall apart, your kids fall apart, get what you got to do? You got to stay. Cause now you got to be strong. You got to be the man of the. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's a hell of a double standard. And the way society is made up right now, they treat us like we ain't even fucking human,
Yeah, yeah,
right? A
and
woman
that's
can
true.
have.
And matter of fact, I funny you said that. I caught myself within the past 2 weeks. I had a cousin that had a sister pass, and I had a good friend that had a mother to pass. And now that I'm thinking about it, I talked to them, both of them, and you kind of gave my condolences or whatever. But I'm thinking about it. I told both of them the same thing. You gotta be strong for your family. And I'm telling
You know
them
what I'm
that,
saying?
not knowing what they're going through, cause I know what I
Right,
went through with my same situation. But I'm telling them same thing we saying now because I was taught that. So I'm telling them,
right.
you got to be strong for your siblings because you're the older sibling, so you got to be strong for them.
Cause
But
you the man. But who the fuck
but
gonna be
but
strong for the
but who
man?
can be strong for? But the thing about it, that's it. Who can be strong for him?
And again, we get the book thrown at us when we have a bad day. Again, whenever we expose ourselves as being human, right? Now, everybody have bad days. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck about how much money you got. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Everybody have bad days. Money don't protect you from social issues and or mental issues. You see what I'm saying? And people don't understand or even think about what we really gotta go. I mean, you can name. We got our woman. Then we got the police. We got this. We got this law, that law. Then we got each other. You know what I'm saying? This shit all in a. And when I say police, I ain't saying all, but you know what I'm saying. This just an example. And then you got baby mamas, and then you got the kids. I mean, we got a lot of motherfucking officers, and this shit you can deal with this shit all in one day. You know what I'm saying? But again, you got to what? You got to be strong. You can't call your homeboy. Your homeboy gonna be on some shit like, "Hey man, goddamn, bro, you a man, bro. You a grown ass man." So damn, then you tell your little lady, "Man, come on, man, with all that damn whining, blah 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 blah." Right? So who the fuck could you talk to? Who could you run to? Who could you cause therapy? A lot of people can't. Man, we can't afford that shit. You talking about $200 an hour? The average dude can't afford no damn $200 an hour to lay on no damn couch and express their shit and go all the way back to their childhood. And a lot of us don't even let go of what happened to us in our childhood because again, it's the word like you say, suppress. So we suppress that shit, thinking that that's what we supposed to do. But it's so many sad dudes around here, and it's so many dudes in marriages and relationships putting up with disrespect for women, all on the strength of he's just a man, right? So again, if you've been conditioned with that shit, by the time you get exposed to a woman with peace, man, you ain't gonna need to handle that shit. You'll self sabotage because you'll be uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? You ain't nah. Just think about it. If they say if the woman don't nag you, she don't love you. If the woman don't go through your phone, she don't love you. Right? That's the shit. Even as a kid, if that little boy hitting you, that mean he like you. No, the fuck that don't mean that. So we already condition ourselves to be misfucking treated and accept it. Just think about it. If that little boy hit you, no, he just like you. No, the fuck he don't. That ain't. If I had a daughter, I'd never tell my daughter no dumb shit like that. You see what I'm saying? But just look at our culture and what we already condition ourselves to be prepared for or used to. That shit backwards. So any man that's going through some mental shit, like I say, man, let that shit out. I don't give a fuck if you gotta sit in your car by yourself a couple of goddamn minutes before you go in the house. Or make sure you get a partner that again, I keep saying the word emotionally intelligent, meaning that that woman gonna have sympathy, empathy, and gonna handle your feelings with care. Not saying, "Oh man, I don't care about your feelings. You a man,"
Yeah,
and
and
that shit
just like you said, man. Over you go to work to and dealing with kids and dealing with everything else, your life stresses. And sometimes as a man, even with me, I know sometimes it become overwhelming.
Yeah,
Just my life. And as you find yourself, very irritable, because of the overwhelming things that going on in your life, man. And we don't have outlets. Like
right,
a lot of people do. We don't have outlets, and a lot of people don't have good health insurance where they can afford to go sit down, like I said, on the couch and pay $200 an hour or whatever it may be, because it's expensive. Um,
yeah,
and with our culture, we're actually not even in tune to going to therapists. We a lot of that's why we
right.
have a lot of drug problems, alcohol problems, because we use that in our community to cope.
COVID make it.
And that's why we have so many.
Yep.
You see a lot of guys that drink every day. You're like, man, you drink every day. But he have to deal with that just to cope with everyday life. You see them popping pills, whatever it may be. Um, that your outlet is, and you do that because of mental issues, and you do it. You have to find some kind of coping mechanism because as a black community, we taught at a young age just to suck it up and keep pushing as a young man,
Right.
and don't cry, don't whine, um, this, that, and third, and actually it's a sad situation. Because then when
Hell
a
yeah.
person at age 35 snapped and it's not that has to something happened that day. They say what happened this day. That's first thing investigations and the news media want to say what happened this day. It ain't the day, it's the life.
Yeah, nah, dog, it's life.
Is the life
Shit.
is life on
And
his
life is
back,
a motherfucker.
and it was just that straw that broke the camel back because that's what
Right.
happens a lot of times.
Right. And again, it's just it's just like the roles are being reversed with the man and the woman, right? So, and again, I'm talking reality. I'm not picking on independent women, strong black women, or single mothers. I'm not picking on you, but it's just the reality of it, right? The girls, right, are getting tough love, and then the boys getting spoiled, right? So now a lot of young men ain't even raised to take care of the woman. They looking for another mama. And then the little girls is the one that got their own apartment, got their own house. They don't have that soft spot for a man because they mama ain't gave them tough love. You see what I'm saying? So emotionally, the roles are getting reversed. So again, this little dude been spoiled like a motherfucker, but the world ain't gonna spoil him, right? Because again, that's just mama doing that shit. But when your ass get out there in that real world, like I tell my kids all the time, you're gonna hear more no's than yeses. See what I'm saying? So you get out there in that real world, and now you're like, God damn, hold on, wait. And now you
Uh,
can't emotionally handle that shit.
yeah, I was talking to a female. You may think I'm lying just today, and she was telling me that she talked to several guys, just casual conversation, and uh, three or four of them would ask her, "Can I borrow $50? Can I get $100? I need help on my car insurance." I'm like,
That,
"What? Me ask those questions?"
that's,
She's like, "Yeah, me
right,
ask those
right.
questions." I'm
That's
like,
fucking crazy. That's crazy to me.
that's crazy to me. While a man would ask a woman
Yeah, and that's embarrassing.
that he barely knows, that's definitely a mental issue. But that's something because the mama and the grandma done spoiled them to the point where they not
Spoiled the shit
men
out of them.
anymore. But that's a crazy
Right. And
situation because I
again,
was shocked when she told me. She said, "Now I can show you texts and inboxes where guys ask for money." I'm like, I never understood that, but I guess that's part of it, which is the mental part of being spoiled by the mamas and grandmas, and now they think the world's supposed to spoil them.
right. They feel entitled, right? And again, but when the real world hit their ass, they still now they can't even go back to that woman to to vent. You know what I'm saying about how the world treat them. Get what they gonna get what the woman gonna do? You sorry mother. You this, you that, you this, you that, and the third. You feel what I'm saying? So again, you still don't have you have no safe place, and a lot of women don't make a safe place for a man. You know what I'm saying? Because again, if you are able to express yourself, then you're a crybaby. You too emotional. You too this. You too that. But then if you don't communicate, then they hit you with the why you don't talk. All you do is say that. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, damn, what the fuck? I can't win. Cause if I say something, I'm too emotional. If I don't say nothing, I'm not emotional enough. You see what I'm saying? But I'm going through all kind of shit. So I sit in my shit alone and try to, download my emotions or whatever. But I can't, cause get what? I gotta see my girl today. She ain't giving me a break. Cause if I say, hey, I need a break, then what she gonna do? You cheating? You do it? You must be with somebody else. But god damn. You
Not
see what I'm
knowing,
saying? Just like,
not
just look,
knowing you just
like
need that. Not
you
knowing you
can't
just need
win.
that mental day. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you need that mental day.
You just need a,
Uh,
you
uh,
just need a, you just need a break. But being consistent is like the gift and the curse, right? So if you're a naturally consistent person, man, you gotta show up. Like they not gonna let you not show up. They so comfortable with it, and then the flip side of that shit, they take your ass for granted, and your emotions and your feelings. So again, who the fuck could you talk to? You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn. But I'm gonna give people. You need to goddamn start journal again. You gotta write that shit down and get that shit out the goddamn system. Cause that build up is like I say, it's an impulsive. You'll make an impulsive decision opposed to a logical decision, and you end up in a fucking place or in a position that boy, you know, either locked up or dead, and that and, and
and we see it
like
every
you
day.
say, they
And we see it every day. With the youth and stuff like
yeah,
that.
most definitely.
Just all the time. Matter of fact, every morning you turn the news on, and something to happen bad. That young black males are doing these impulsive things without thinking,
Right,
because of a lot of time their surroundings, their community and things they see every day have just weighed on them at an early age, man. To like I said, then this happened. Like we talked last week about conflict resolution. They have no clue about the conflict resolution. And by the
oh
time
no,
they figured it out, man, they're so emotionally broke from at age 15, 16 years old, um, until it's hard to repair. And it actually
right,
just builds up, and builds up, and that's why you see Chattahoochee is full of young black men down there. Right now with mental issues because and they was normal
yeah,
kids. They were normal kids,
yeah.
but the pressure of life just got on them until they just broke. Because they didn't have they didn't have the big cousin, big brother, the daddy, the
I just
whoever
said that
somebody
male,
to
and
vent
they
to.
didn't have a male example,
Exactly,
right?
they
And
don't have
they
nobody to
didn't have
vent to.
a male that as well, but they didn't have their only emotional example was their mama. Cause what they say, I'm the mama and the daddy, right? So again, the mama ain't doing her natural position, which is to be the nurturer. She can't because she don't have the tough love partner. You know what I'm saying? So again, they're not getting the example of how a man supposed to handle their emotions and self-control. That don't mean you soft. That means you discipline and you care about yourself and respect yourself, right? More than goddamn making an impulsive decision. But again, they don't have that example, right? 'Cause they know they idols is the fucking rappers, right? Or an athlete or somebody that They ain't trying to raise nobody else's kid. Nah, they'll tell your kid to do this, do that, but they their kids in private school, right? These female rappers will tell your daughter to do this and do that, but they in relationships. So again, look at the examples and look at the people that they have. Back in our day, it used to be negative and positive music, so you had a choice. Now, shit, it ain't nothing but negative shit. Even R&B got them more. I mean, they didn't even turn neo soul into gangster neo soul shit. They cussing it. There's no love. It ain't no emotions. It ain't no examples, bro. It ain't no blueprint. So again, as men, that's all they tell us. Oh, you a man. You a man. You a man. And then these women are raised to say, hey, get a man with money, and if you don't do every damn thing you say, then leave him alone. I mean, he's soft. He can't handle you. Who the fuck want to handle somebody? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to handle my woman. I don't want to argue with my motherfucking woman. But they go off of how you make them feel, and that don't even be your intention. So again, what they do, impulsive shit. So if you come from a single parent household, get what? The only way you know how to handle conflict is impulsively. So it's just that simple. Like they say, shit started at the house. But mentally, we really have to. We as men, we really have to build some kind of form of support system. You should be able to call your homeboy and vent without being judged, right? You should be able to uh, crack a brew and y'all express. Cause if you talk to your homeboy, 90% of the time they going through the same shit you going through. It's almost like you're dating the same damn woman, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's shit crazy. But if you don't have that outlet or have that kind of tight knitted bond with your homies, then again you're sitting in that bitch trying to suppress that shit, and it just pile up, pile up, pile up until you fucking snap.
Yeah,
So I
and
think
see, and like I said,
society needs
everybody
to take this
again,
shit serious.
everybody don't have that. Like some of the same stuff I'm going through right now in my life is that my good friend of mine, Harold, he went through the same thing that I'm going through right now. So I always call him and vent. Thank God for him, and vice versa. Um, and you, between both of you guys, I have both of y'all. Since I met you, we be able to call each other and vent, but everybody don't have
Oh yeah,
those two or three people that they can call and vent to. Like I had, I thank God for you. I thank God for Harold, because when I'm going through, I may call, text him, say I'm overwhelming, man. Days did overwhelm. He'll call, we'll talk for 30 minutes, an hour, whatever. And I kind of calm down. We'll pray together, whatever it may be. But I'm telling you, everybody don't have that person that they could call and vent to, and stay between those two people. So you gotta have somebody you
right.
trust. You gotta have somebody who you call, get that shit off your chest. Because if not, it'll blow your top. And like you said,
Oh yeah,
and you'll create a very bad situation for yourself, man, because you don't have that person to
oh
vent
yeah.
to.
Cause once you make that wrong decision, man. Ain't no fucking turning back. You know what I'm saying? This ain't a video game. This ain't no make believe shit. It's reality. So again, I had to look at it like this. When you feel like you getting punked or feel like you get, you're somebody, you know, advantage, that's when you made the right decision, right? Because again, it shit is real, and it's just it's just unfortunate that again a man's mental health is not an issue. Like people don't want to hear that shit. Just like when a man getting abused in this relationship, he can't say shit. Cause get what they gonna say? Ah, man, you let that damn woman beat your ass. But if he hit him back, then what? He a fuck nigga. So again, we put in a lose lose situation. Like you can't fucking win, like for real. Cause again, if you don't say something, then the motherfucker gonna run over you. But if you say something, you too emotional. Then we come on, man. And it's society, and it's the our women. You know what I'm saying? It's our whole life. So money can't protect you from that shit. You can have all the money in the damn world, man, but you can be surrounded by people that only like you for your money, right? So when you fall apart, get what they gonna do? Pew, holla. You see what I'm saying? That's not a person that give a fuck about your feelings. And now you stuck like, damn. When they fell apart, I was there. But get what? You supposed to be, cause you the man. You see what I'm saying? So check on your strong people, check on your homies, man. And ladies, y'all gotta be a little bit more goddamn nurturing. Y'all
and
got too much
understanding.
masculine energy around this motherfucker, man. Like this shit, nobody wanna be fucking at war or competing with they woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn, man, y'all need to relax and you'll get more flies with honey than vinegar, man. God damn. But go ahead, brother, because we about to wrap this shit on up.
Yeah, that's right. Check on your people, man. Check on the ones you think strong. Daily, man. People you love. You think about somebody you would miss if something happened to them. Those are people you need to check on on a daily. If you just a text, a 5 second text, checking on your homie, brother, everything cool. Cause you never know what's on their mind and what they're going through, man. Because life, like I said, could be overwhelming. And so really check on people that
Oh yeah.
you would miss if they wasn't here tomorrow. So let's take a second. That's all I'll tell you. Take 1 second, 2 seconds to text. Check it on your bro, seeing you okay. Do that for me.
Right. And again, don't let a woman manipulate you or try to tell you how to be a man or what a man's supposed to do neither. Because again, when they say the word real man, most of them just talking about what make them convenient. They doing it in their favor. It's called manipulation, right? So love yourself. Do a lot of self-reflecting. Try to be better every day, and always have self-confidence. And don't let nobody, man or woman, try to manipulate you or tell you less than when the whole time, you know what I'm saying, you not. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going through something, I might have to start me old goddamn hotline. Let y'all be able to call and vent. Because again, if I had $1 for everybody who vent to me, I wouldn't be doing the podcast. I'd be rich as hell. But we finna wrap this shit up. Appreciate everybody. Again, leave your comments. I'm gonna say leave your thoughts in the comment. Like, share, subscribe to my Logic Over Impulse YouTube. I got a TikTok, Dr. Real, Birdnino1. Everything Birdnino, to be honest, social media, Instagram. And shout out to my homegirl again for the topic. Appreciate a round of applause. So again, man, check on your people. A man's mental health is fucking important because again, a man cannot lead if he fucking sad and depressed, right? So we need to, in these relationships, man, we need to focus on cheering each other up. You know what I'm saying? Rooting for each other, being a team, and just being fucking nice to each other. God damn. Again, good night. We out of this bitch.
Peace out.
And mental health is real.
Y'all call that shit hate. Ain't nobody hating on y'all. I call it keeping it real. Logical for impulse. Yeah, controlling how I feel. Y'all call that shit hate. Ain't nobody hating on y'all. I call it keeping it real. Logical for impulse. Yeah, controlling how I feel. This shit is not the real. I ain't joking. We gotta see through my ears, show your emotions. Plus, let let the world know that men do have emotions. Use logic first, impulse will never work. It will leave you locked up, or even worse, your face on the front of a damn t-shirt. So stay calm, use your brain before you react, cause when you cross that wrong line, ain't no coming back. Logical.